till you find your way back home.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Camyo here, and welcome back to another Force of Will video. Now this is going to be a deck profile video for my Valentina's Fantasy Awaken deck. Now I've seen a couple of these types of builds before with Valentina from the newest set, Legacy Lost. They weren't builds that I personally agreed with. They were good, don't get me wrong, they were good builds. But this, in my opinion, is a much more fun build. And it's basically only with cards from Legacy Lost. So, alright, let's get into this. Your J Ruler or Ruler is going to be Valentina, the new Valentina card. And she is a 1 water, 1 darkness, and 1 of any type to Judgment. She has Energize, which means that you will have the opportunity, if you go second, if you start the game second, then you have the opportunity to put a counter on her for either a water or a dark stone, basically, magic stone. And her ability is, whenever you play a water chant, target resonator you choose gets -X, -0, until the end of the turn. So let's say you play a water chant and you have a 200. If your water chant is a cost of let's say 1, then it would be X equals that chant's cost. So it would be -1 to that 200. So that 200 would now be 100 attack. And the same thing for a dark chant, except for it goes for the defense. So you play a water, it goes for the attack. Defense, it goes for dark. So that can be very handy, especially with one of the chants we have in the deck. And so you flip her over, and you have Valentina Released Terror. She's a 1000 J Ruler with you may pay 1 less to play a water or a dark, water or dark cards. So it does not qualify for your water and dark, I don't think. It may, I'm not completely positive, but regardless, the main ability you're going to be wanting is the second ability right here. Banish 2 Resonators. That would be on your side of the field. I had to look that up myself to make sure, but banish 2 Resonators. Choose 1, draw a card, or destroy target resonator. So in this deck, that's going to be a big help to you. You're mainly going to be using your ruler side though, because you're going to want to you're going to want to take out as many things as possible. But the main portion of this deck is to get your field as big as you possibly can before turning into your J Ruler. And then, so with this one, you're going to be staying as this one for quite a while if you can. You're going to be getting as many stones as possible and getting your field as big as possible. We'll put her up here. And then for the stones, some of these are proxied, so, you know, they're proxies. So these are 2 water stones at the moment, but they will be Rune of Attoractia, or Remnants of Attoractia, sorry. So this is a water and darkness, and it can tap to power up some of your tokens as well. Then you'll be playing 3 water and 3 dark. Very simple stone lineup. And then this is where some people will probably disagree with my build, is the creatures. But I play 4 of the Moujdart's Illusionary Soldier. He's a 1-drop, 100/100, but I play him for his ability because he's a very good staller. If it's your opponent's turn, he cannot be damaged. So if you're blocking with this creature, the only thing that can get past him pretty much is piercing or flying. Otherwise, he's staying on your side of the field and blocking for you each turn. So, and then if you don't need him, you can always use your J Ruler's ability to banish him and destroy something later on. So, and if something like a spell targets him, he also has the ability of cast or rest 1 water, and you can return him to your hand, so they can no longer do that, and you can play him next turn and make them waste their spells and blah blah blah. And then I play 3. You can definitely play 4 of Illusionary Projection. It's a 4/4 2-drop with a water and dark. When this card leaves the field and goes to your graveyard, you drop a, or wait, no. When this card is put into your graveyard from your field, you get a 4/4 token, Water Dark Fantasy token. So he's really good. Once he leaves the field, all you have to do really is block with him or something like that, and you get a 4/4 token, things like that. So you can use him to block and then basically get him right back as a token. So he's really good. And then I play 3 Rachel. I personally like Rachel. I love her artwork. She's a 2/2 water. She's got 600 attack and defense, and then her ability is Inheritance. She can return a target resonator to your opponent's hand for 2 drop. So she can be played as either a spell in your hand or a 6/6 creature. Most of the time you're probably going to be playing her as a 6/6 creature because most of your creatures are pretty low in attack and defense. So, but you almost always want to keep at least one of these in your hand if possible to help you out, because Inheritance is a quick play ability, so you can play it at any time. And then probably the best creature is our 3-drop 5/5 Illusion Wizard. When this card is played on the field, you get to drop a 4/4 Fantasy Dark token, so Water and Darkness token, so 4/4. And yeah, that's basically it. You play this card, you get a free token, and that's why we run 4, because you want your field as big as possible, as fast as possible. And then we play 3 Fishermen. You can definitely mix and match this a little bit, because he's not super important, but he is a 7/7, so he's one of your higher monsters that you'll have, or creatures, or resonators, whatever you want to call them. He is one of the higher ones that you'll have. So when he's played on the field, you take the top card of your deck and you put it in the graveyard. Whatever the cost of that card is, you get a token for XX that amount. So say we play him and we put one of him in the graveyard. He's cost of 3, so it would be a 3/3 token. And then here's where we also proxy, because I do not have any more of Moojdart at the moment, but we have a Moojdart, Lady of Illusion. She's a flyer, and she powers up all your water and dark creatures by 2/2. And then she also has the option to possibly have barrier as well. So that's a super powerful card, probably your strongest creature in the deck, but not the most important by any means. And now we go on to the spells or chants. I run 4 Fishing, because it's a 1-drop and you get to basically do as the Fisherman. Take the top card of your deck, put it in your graveyard, and whatever the cost is, that's the token you get. So simple, easy, basically a 1-drop token creature. And then I run 3 Space-Time Anomaly. You can definitely run 4. I may run 4 myself, but at the moment I'm only running 3. It has Remnant, so you can play it from your graveyard, but after that you have to banish it. And it's target J Resonator gains -5/-5 until end of turn, and you get to draw a card. So for a 2-drop, you get to -5/-5 something and draw a card. But that's not all, because if this is your ruler, if you have her as her beginning ruler side, then she can also -2/-2 that creature or another creature. So say you have a 6/6 monster, and you -5/-5, but it's still living. Because this is -2/-2, you can still -2 from the defense, or -2 from something else's attack, or just put it all on that creature and just kill it out right away. So you can mix and match where you place her -2, -2s. But yeah, so this is a really great combination, the two of these. This is going to be your main combination that you're going to want to get off as soon as possible and kill things early game as fast as possible, just so you can keep your field as big as possible. And then we play Magic Rebound. 2-drop, quick cast. It basically just redirects a spell card, so you can keep things alive or negate things that would possibly damage your J Resonator or whatever you need to do. Just a Magic Rebound. It does exactly what it says. And this is a really great card as well. It's a Plot of Water and Darkness. It's a 3-drop, quick cast, but it says choose one. If you control a Water J Resonator or and a Darkness J Resonator, you may choose both. So most of the time, more often than not, probably 99% of the time, you're going to have a Water and Dark creature on the field. So destroy target Resonator and or put a 4/4 Water Darkness Fantasy token onto the field. So this is going to destroy any creature and you get a token as well. So you're going to be stacking up on these tokens as much as possible, because this next card is more than likely going to be your win condition. Rachel's Smile. This is a very high cost card, but is a very, very good card. This is more than likely going to be how you win a game roughly 80% of the time. This is going to be your win condition. Okay, so you're going to want to set up your entire field as much as possible. Wait to J activate until the time is right. Then you're going to drop this 5-drop, okay? 2 water and 3 of any other color. But it is a quick cast, and it says rest all J Resonators and magic stones your opponent controls. Not just special, not just regular, all. Everything on their field, every single thing they have, rest it. You're going to drop this, and you're going to bombard them with every token, every monster, every creature, your 1000 J ruler. You're going to bombard these people with everything you've got. That's more often than not going to be how you win the game. Now, we have two more cards here. This card, you can live without it for sure. I run 2. I'm probably going to drop it down to 1, but it's just in case purposes. It's a technically a 3-drop, but it's a 1 dark, 1 water, and X cost. So you drop this for 2, and then however many of the X you pay for the in your magic stones, that's how many cards you either make your opponent discard or you draw. So this is only an in case, like just in case purposes. So I run it at 2 right now, but I'm probably going to drop it down to 1. And then the last card is Muul, the Town That Never Was. Because when your creatures that are out here that are not tokens get destroyed or sent to the graveyard, you want to get tokens out here to replace them. So you need one of these pretty much at all times. You need one of these on the field as soon as possible, so that you can pay, it's a 3-drop, but you pay 1 water and 1 dark, and then you banish a creature or resonator from your graveyard, and then you get a 4/4 token. So, super simple, but I am going to go over it with you guys one more time to make sure that you guys understand the exact strategy of this, because I think this deck is really, really fun. I love what they did with this. I'm new to this, and this deck has just made my life so much more fun. Now, don't be afraid if you take some damage. If your life points go down, that is a-okay, because that's how you're going to bait them. You're going to bait them with your life points and your creatures. So they're gonna see how many creatures you're gathering, and they're gonna think, oh no, what is he doing? Or they're gonna think, okay, I can just attack his life points since he's not blocking. But then you drop the Rachel and drop everything on their side of the field, and they're donezo. You win. But anyway, So, you're going to want to take damage. You're going to want to get as many creatures or resonators out here as possible. And then you're going to J-activate the turn before, obviously. But you're going to have it out here, ready to go, so that you can have that free 1000 attack. You're going to have a full field of creatures and tokens. Then you're going to Rachel's Smile to tap everything that they have. And then you're possibly going to have some things to counter spells like Spell Rebound, things like that, just in case. And then you're going to attack them full out and wipe them out. That is the basic strategy of this deck, and that is how I think this deck should be ran. I know there are different ways to do it, and I've seen a couple different ways that people have done it, but it's not been the way that I feel that it should be ran, because I personally have a lot of fun playing it this way. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What would you change, or how do you play it? And what do you think of the new Valentina? I actually love it. I'm in love with this card. It's super awesome. And yeah. So if you like this video, hit that like button down below. And if you're a part of the Camyo Core, definitely hit that like button down below. Show me some love. And if you're not a part of the Camyo Core and would like to be, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and you're automatically a part of the Camyo Core. So thank you guys again so much for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'm going to get the heck out of here. Have a great day. Peace out.